What's your, I can't believe they were doing that at work story? 1. Every Wednesday there was a tamale lady that would walk local businesses, selling her tamales. My boss had a bit of an addiction to them because he would buy a dozen or more weekly. One day, she tells him that she is moving and thanks him for his business. Well, he offered her $500 to teach him how to make them. Next day, she comes in with her husband. We have a tamale making class, and it was one of the weirdest, but fun, moments I've had. 2. I worked at a job where this woman a few cubicles over had a tragic weekend. Her husband passed away while napping on the couch, and she had to deal with that circus. Now on Monday, she was on the phone, making calls and sobbing hysterically. Funeral homes, family members, insurance companies, the hospital, the morgue, and so on. All the stuff you have to manage when a spouse passes unexpectedly. A few of us reported to management, but her manager said, she only gets 3 days bereavement as per policy, and she already took those when her mother passed away at the beginning of the year. She is also out of sick days, which she took because her kids were sick. Nothing I can do, it's an HR mandate. If she didn't come in this morning, I would have been forced to write her up. 3. We had a new guy start work at a warehouse doing labor. Each guy would play Bluetooth speakers at the workstation. New guy takes a bathroom break and we all get to hear what he watches on his phone. 4. I got my first manager job, IT. I was really excited. I was going to mentor and mold the youngins. I had taken business management classes, conflict resolution classes, mentoring workshops. I had binders, and I was ready to go. First day, first task, Jimmy is one of your direct reports. You need to get him to stop cutting his toenails at his desk. 5. I am director of security at a college with over 400 cameras. Pretty sure I have seen it all, but my favorite is a guy scratching his junk furiously, pulling his waistband out to look, and then screaming. I don't even want to know what was going on down there. 6. Someone had been doing mini bottles of Fireball and then flushing the empty bottles down the toilet. We got an email one day about how the sewage pumping station for our campus broke down and they cleared out hundreds of mini bottles of Fireball. That email ended with something to the effect of, whoever is doing this, we don't want to punish you, we want to get you help. 7. I have a colleague who just goes around with some paper in his hands and just kinda stops all the time to chat with people, smoke cigarettes, take coffees. Never seen him do any work, really. 8. At my old job, a coworker got fired but refused to leave the building. Instead of making a scene, he calmly walked into the break room, popped a bag of popcorn in the microwave, and sat down at his desk like nothing happened. Security was called, and while they were trying to escort him out, the microwave caught fire because he set the timer for 20 minutes instead of 2. So now, the office smelled like burnt popcorn, the fire alarm was blaring, and this guy just grabbed his half-burnt bag and walked out like it was all part of the plan. Still not sure if it was a meltdown or the most legendary exit ever.